Good morning, people. Welcome back to my channel Exploring Rural India. I'm Yash S. Das, and today I'm going to explore the hinterlands of Haryana and the Rajputana heritage and incredible forts of Rajasthan. As I mentioned in my last video, I've also covered a village in Agra which I'll add in my UP vlog. First, I start from Agra by boarding a train from the Agra Cant railway station to Delhi to take a break before officially starting our survey in Haryana. Some facts about Haryana. Most of Haryana is plains, and due to most of the Haryana being in plains, farming can be done easily. Rice and wheat are the main crops which are grown here. Western Haryana lies in the NCR, which surrounds Delhi. You can call it the outskirts of Delhi. And as we get closer to Rajasthan, it has more desert lands than farmlands. Every village has cattle and chicken for raising livestock, and livestock is more important in Haryana. I chose two villages in Haryana, with the first one being near Pataudi, which is famous for the ancestral home of the Pataudi family, which was once a museum but now a private property. I want to show you what is in there. However, due to it being a private property, I can show you only the gate of the house. The village name is Nanukhud, and it mostly consists of the Yadav community, and most of the villagers are employed in the service sector and they commute to Gurgaon every day to work. The population is approximately 4,000. We are on a train from Delhi to Bhiwani going to the second village, which is approximately 1 hour away from there. While we go on the train, we come across a folk musician who is displaying his music skills for a living. We listen to the music, and this is the second ride after the traumatic first train ride, which I covered in my first video. The ride was more comfortable than the first one. The second village is Kuhar, and the population is estimated 6,000. Most of the people do farming there, and cotton and johar are the main crops here. There also we complete the survey in one day. After successfully completing Haryana, we leave for Padharo Maro Desh, Rajasthan. Before we leave for the first village, we halt one night in Suratgarh. While we are there and strolling around the city, we came across a chaat house where we ate a burger which was eaten by common people. You will find a lot of these in other cities like this one. The next day, we leave Suratgarh for the village. The village was not even on the main road, and it was deep inside the interiors, making it a remote village. This is us waiting for a vehicle to pass through, and after many hours of waiting, a pickup truck came and we hopped on it and left for the village. And this village is also located within the Mahajan field firing range. And this is the army convoy which is passing through. And the army convoy is mostly having tanks for tank warfare. This is the armored regiment of the Indian Army. While we are on the pickup, it is going on a high speed, and the wind was pleasant and it was very pleasing and great. It is also located within the Mahajan firing range. This is me eating lunch, and the village consists of a common well where people take out water, and there is a high school till 12th standard. This was where we did the bulk of the survey of the migrant age group, 16 to 40, and there were some small general stores where people took some of their things, bought some basic things. and most people do farming and raising livestock. And this is the interview of one of the interviewees where we are sitting in the house. And these are the streets of the village where we walked and tried to find numerous amount of people to talk with. And now enjoy the view of the entire street. The villagers use cow dung to make walls of their houses, and due to this cow dung, it makes them waterproof from the rains. Most of the people do livestock here, and when it becomes dark, the shepherd bring back the lambs and they give them food. And while they were while they give them food, they send their lambs to their mothers for milking, and they even recognize the mothers themselves too. Then we completed the survey in one day and immediately left for Jaipur to go to another village which is 1 hour from there. And while leaving for the next village, we hitchhiked on a milk van. While we were traveling on the main road, a sense of fear grips in my mind. I thought we were getting kidnapped, and it was as if we were in the world of the Malayalam novel Adu Jividam or The Goat Life, where the protagonist describes his journey to the desert from the airport. While we were waiting for the bus, we observed a train pass through at such a high speed that I began to feel cold air in my face. Then from there, we took a night bus and reached Jaipur in the morning. Freshened up, and then we freshened up and strolled around Jaipur. And this is the street view of Jaipur. And while we were in Jaipur, we watched a Tamil movie Vettayan. We watched a Tamil movie Vettayan on a Hindi dubbed, which stars Rajnikant, the megastar of the Tamil cinema. The next day, our guide comes and takes us to a village which is 1 hour away from the city. The first place where we started the interviews were in a work site for a scheme called Manrega. Manrega is a 100-day work scheme where people are asked to do productive work and make useful structures like rainwater harvest or a fishing pond. While doing the work, they are guaranteed a fixed wage, and this scheme was done to counter the rural unemployment across India. The village name was Malikpura, and it is a Gram Panchayat of 2 villages and home to estimated 4,000 people. And there is also a small railway station which lies on the way to the Fulera railway station, another town in Rajasthan. Then, before we leave the village, we get a blessing from the headman and leave for Jaipur to take a break. And when we took a break in Jaipur, we ate dal bhati churma, a famous Rajasthani dish. From there, we take a bus to Jodhpur and visit the Mehrangarh fort. The fort was built in the medieval period in the Marwar region. It is a hill fort from where we can see the view of the city. I had visited forts, and most of them looked like islands surrounded by the sea of concrete on all 4 sides. Then we go to an undiscovered place where we traverse across the narrow lanes of old Jodhpur, which houses the actual blue houses which is famed for. And this is the panorama of the whole Jodhpur old city and the Mehrangarh fort on the background. And this is me with the city at the background. Now we are walking around the by lanes of Jodhpur while while we are exploring. After that, we go to Jaisalmer, and before we go to the village, we explore the site of the Battle of Longewala, where the battle was fought during the 1971 war. And this is a memorial for all the soldiers who have lost life there in it. And these are the actual bunkers where the war was fought, and these bunkers are actually blast from the past. The desert is not like what it used to be in your time, because now the desert is fully either green meadows or uh, green plants. Now look at this view of the desert. Do you think this is an actual desert? You might think it is a sand dunes. And this is the house where we stay. We stay for 2 days and until we complete the survey. So the house looks like a traditional Rajasthani architecture, and there was a car park where we parked our car. Then as we come inside the house, there's a big courtyard, and there are a lot of rooms, like a lot of locked rooms, bedrooms and bathrooms. And if you look in the courtyard, there is a there is a cot, 2 cots for us to sleep. And while we were there, we had dal bhati churma, the famous Rajasthani dish. And this is our moments in the house. Then this is the morning view of the village from the accommodation which we are staying. And then other than that, due west of the village, there is sand dunes which everyone's talking about whenever desert comes into mind. And it is actually fun to see, because there are mostly greenery all around the desert. It is not like what it used to be in your time, in the times during 1970s or 80s. And now enjoy the view. Then we officially start the survey, and the guide came with us, and he was the one who did the survey, who helped us complete the survey in 1 day. That man in the left, he's our guide, and these are the survey photos. Then while we take a break, we eat watermelon, and it is very good. Then we sat with an elderly man who was an ex BSF soldier. Then, as the day progressed, that man left and brought another teenage boy, a school boy along, and he helped us complete the survey faster because he knew the people there. And while we were there, we stumbled across a farmer, and we interviewed him too. Then the next day we went to the sand dunes and played for a while. Then we left for Jaisalmer, and en route to Jaisalmer we did some short camel ride, and the camel ride was fun. And let me tell you about some few tips about camel rides. If uh, if you want to be alive, then you have to balance yourself and not fall down, because whenever the camel wakes up, it would get up at 2 legs. Then it would fully get up and walk around. It is necessary to balance yourself when the camel does that. Another important tourist attraction we went is the haunted village of Kuldhara. There's a story to it, and the story is that there was a landlord who fell in love with a girl, and the villagers did not like it. So that man forced the villagers to marry her off, or else they had to pay the more taxes. Then the villagers left the village, cursing that anyone who settles in the village will have a sorrow. Then this is the street view of Jaisalmer city, and this is the golden city, which this is the golden city in the this is the golden city in Rajasthan. As you all know, Rajasthan is famous for its colored cities. Then we uh, left the car in the Jodhpur and went to Pali district, in another village in Pali district. However, due to the apprehension of an affluent villager, we were forced to abandon it and go to Gujarat, which I'll cover later. And then we went to a village near Bhanswara in Rajasthan, and it is home to 300 people, and it is mostly scheduled tribes there, and most of the people do agriculture here. And this is the local school, village school, where we did some survey of the kids. And there are some places like this where the farmers still plow using bullock carts. And this means that there are still some places where the modern technology has not come in. And look at this. Sometimes we need a lot of development in such places, especially in the place where scheduled tribes are residing. And now look how he is plowing the fields with the help of bullock carts. We complete the survey in one day and leave Rajasthan to the next state. This is me signing off. Seeing you next time in the land of Dhoklas and Dandiya, Gujarat. Thank you.